Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. Today's video will be what if Izuku Midoriya had the Ender Dragon, or was the Ender Dragon, part 2, part 4. So yeah, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into today's video, shall we? Yes, we shall. So yeah. Izuku was in a house that he had in the Middle East. It was not a mansion, but a big house. Izuku drank some tea as he announced that the Middle East will start a hero campaign to have more heroes here. This caused celebration for a lot of people. Izuku smiled at this as he knew what he was doing now. He was now 15, leading a country that pretended to be an alliance, and as well as several companies, and going to school. So yeah, in reality, Izuku was the main man that provided the chorus fruit and flying juice. He also had several minor companies that made products off of the chorus fruit, known as chorus juices, chorus pasta, which is basically just mush the chorus fruit into a smoothie. So yeah, chorus juices, chorus smoothies, chorus swirls, and chorus boba. Chorus boba is the worst that they ever thought of. Though they did have the right idea to bring it to Japan. So yeah. Izuku announced that there will be equality among men and women. Men and women are now allowed to vote, become heroes, and work. This outraged a lot of people, including some women that prefer their religious ways. Izuku then gave them the right of religion, declaring that they have the rights to believe in what they want. And he didn't have a problem with that. They stopped what they were doing and nodded to him. That would start out as that a lot of people that first hated it started to go to like it. Men's wives can now work with them and actually go for more bonding with each other. Some even got divorced. So yeah. Izuku smiled as he drank some chorus juice. Oh yeah, Izuku looks up to the camera. There's also chorus wine, which is actually what I'm drinking right now. Anyways, director, you can continue on with your story. Okay. That was a unexpected fourth wall break, so yeah. Izuku recollected what happened that day. His first week. First was the PE exam, where his class 1A, were into physical activity. This caused some nervousness among a lot of them, since, well, that's what it basically was to them. They were nervous that something might go wrong. But Izuku helped them and calmed all their nerves, telling them that it won't happen. Nothing will happen bad. And this helped. So yeah. Then there was the villain versus heroes exam. He went up against his childhood friend, Bakugo. He was pissed off at him, but also glad to see him. Izuku and Ochako played the villains, and he made sure to basically halfway destroy the entire fake city. He brought his army with him. Known as the Supernatural Army. And they were formidable. Mutant Enderman, and and him, the dragon. Oh yeah, and Ochako. To be honest, Izuku just had her along just to play cute. Play the quirky female sidekick. So yeah. Ida and Bakugo had a hard time actually even getting near the rocket. And it wasn't a failed success. A fail for the heroes, a win for them. Later that day, Izuku met Nezu in his office. Nezu wanted to talk about the incident today. My quirk allows me to go into another dimension. I have no much control of it, or of how the dimension looks. It's an endless void. With stone that was different. I guess you can compare it to moonstone, or sandstone. It had small craters in all of it, though it was delightful to feel on your feet. Anyways, those are the inhabitants. I united them under me, since I was the strongest, and they saw me as their leader, causing me to actually have a telepathic communication with all of them. I can control it anytime I want. Izuku left the office and head back home, where he was informed that he now has a home in the Middle East. So Izuku got everything back from his apartment and moved to the Middle East. So yeah. And if you're wondering how Izuku will so worryingly get back from school to home, that's what portal course are for. So yeah, they have someone there who can easily teleport to someone where they would need to go. Kind of like warp. Except the person has to know where they're going. So yeah. Izuku smiled at this. The next was the false alarm. The announcement said that villains broke in. Everyone was freaking out, but Izuku was calm, collected. He opened a portal into the end, announcing to all students to get in for evacuation and let the heroes handle it. Izuku wanted to show everyone he could become a class president, as earlier, Izuku was declared the class president via voting, since he was the strongest among them. Izuku stood behind to open the portal back as he was ready in a battle stance. But when Aizawa came to the lunchroom, as well as the other teachers shocked at where all the students went, Izuku announced that they're in the end. Then Izuku started describing what the end is. The pocket dimension where he can go to. Well, more or less in our world. Space, maybe? He doesn't really know. Been there for around 5 years, and he still doesn't know. So yeah. Izuku lets everyone back, telling them it was a big false alarm. And everyone was just happy. So yeah. Continuing on. Izuku's last time, the day before where we saw Izuku, just now, Izuku was at the USJ. He showed his true power there. Burning villains alive, shooting acidic fireballs at them. It was hell. Izuku caused minimal damage and was able to save a lot of the students. But when Mineta fell, and it was about to actually be killed, Izuku took the hand, aka Shigaraki's hand, blocking Mineta from the suffering. And 80% of his body was destroyed. Mineta grabbed what remained of Izuku, that being his spine and head, and took him to the end. They all thought they'd be trapped there forever, and Izuku was dead. But Mineta was told to take him to the altar. He did. And Izuku started regenerating. Izuku went in his eyes over a portal, telling him to go back, he'll see him again. So yeah. Izuku recovered for around 24 hours and we had his full body back. And Izuku spent time back in the Middle East, where he went to some cultural festivals that they hosted, and it was announced, and Aizawa said that UA will be having a sports festival soon. They have a week off, and then another week to practice. Izuku smiled, saying, okay. And that's what I end off today, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!